There we go. All right. Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday night here at the BTA Network, and so if you were not here last night, we changed our schedule up a little bit. We are now doing political catch-up every Tuesday because, let's face it, there's so much going on. We can't, 2 weeks is too much. Let's see. Hey, Sacho, what's up? I'm your host for tonight. I'm Oddball Stream. It's supposed to be joined by Frodo, but who knows what's going on. I'm not gonna do anything stupid here. But we decided that we have to do this every week. We can't do it every 2 weeks, but we're not going to do it every day because there are plenty of people who already do that, and we just don't have the resources that. Thank you.
My apologies. I just finished making supper.
Okay. That's like, I knew there had to be a reason here.
Yeah, my apologies, but food has to come before ripping Donald Trump's
In other
ass.
words, food before podcast. Okay.
No intention to upset you, Chica.
Yeah, I know. It's like either he's got to be doing something, or else he would not be late.
Exactly. So, again, to every one of our listeners, my name is Frodo. I'm the head of BTA, and welcome to uh, BTA's political catch-up, our episode where we try to keep up with the insanity that is Doge and Donald Trump.
And Elon Musk.
Well, that's why I said Doge.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
what I mean?
Speaking of Doge, somebody, I think it was Mike who posted it. I think it was Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he posted something. Doge tech employees jointly resign in protest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this is the first of the crack that I hope comes to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying there aren't good right-wing people.
Yeah.
But my problem is that the right has pretty much devoted their life and liberty to ensuring that Donald Trump's fucked up, crazy, insane, inane bullshit is put through without argument. And last time I checked, everybody who signed up to be in Congress and won their elections agreed to in their oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And what your guys are doing right now is shitting on the Constitution.
Yeah.
That's not defense.
No.
That's destruction. Sorry, but...
Yeah. But anyway, here's the story. This is courtesy of Mashable. Doge tech employees jointly resign in protest of Elon Musk. These actions are not compatible with the mission we joined the United States Digital Service to carry out, to deliver better services to the American people through technology and design. So, here's what happened. More than 20 Doge employees resigned today, saying they would no longer aid in leader Elon Musk's technological overhaul of federal services. The group, made up of technologists previously employed at digital giants like Google and Amazon, comprised about 1/3 of the U.S. Digital Service, the government office subsumed and rebranded as Doge by Musk following President Donald Trump's instatement. Musk previously fired around 40 digital service staffers after taking over the office. The remaining members posted their call to action as a part of We the Builders, a recently launched collective and website created by current and public federal workers who decried Trump's federal efficiency plans and share inside stories about Doge's overhaul. The group calls themselves the official resistance team of the U.S. Digital Service. We We swore to serve the American people and uphold our oath to the Constitution across presidential administrations. However, it has become clear that we can no longer honor those commitments. We will not use our skills as technologists to compromise core government systems, jeopardize Americans' sensitive data, or dismantle critical public services. We will not lend our expertise to carry out or legitimize Doge's actions, wrote the digital service employees in a joint resignation letter to Trump's chief of staff obtained by the Associated Press. These actions are not compatible with the mission we joined the United States Digital Service to carry out, to deliver better services to the American people through technology and design.
I gotta say, I gotta say, when they're talking about their constitutional oath and them saying we didn't sign up for this shit, thank you. Thank you guys. Fuck. The insanity. You guys don't know how much the insanity of what's going on is upsetting a lot of Americans.
Yeah. Anyway, there's more. According to the employees, unaffiliated White House visitors who refused to identify themselves entered the Digital Services offices in January, aggressively interviewing current employees about their political stances and expertise while hinting at Musk's overhaul. Digital Service staff said those actions and more presented an alarming breach of security protocol. Doge's actions, firing technical experts, mishandling sensitive data, and breaking critical systems, contradict their stated mission of modernizing federal technology and software to maximize governmental efficiency and productivity, they wrote. Last week, Musk sent out a mass email and statement via social media platform X, what he owns anyway, to federal workers, telling them, now this is where people get pissed off here, telling them that they needed to send a documented report of all the work they had accomplished over the last work week or effectively resign from their positions. Really? Let's see. The Office of Personnel Management, the federal government's Human Resources Department, announced yesterday that the response to the email is, quote, voluntary, end quote. Anyway, the White House quickly responded to the Doge resignations, dismissing the group's criticisms. Anyone who thinks protests, lawsuits, and lawfare will deter President Trump must have been sleeping under a rock for the past several years, said White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. President Trump will not be deterred from delivering on the promises he made to make our federal government more efficient and more accountable to the hardworking American taxpayers. Yeah, really smart. Not.
Well, here's the problem, while I'm all for efficiency and better for the taxpayers, 3/4 of what you're doing is literally sticking a fucking Godzilla-sized fist up of American taxpayers' collective backsides. And I'm sorry, last I checked, I don't want a Godzilla-sized fist up my ass.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sorry, Trump and Musk. You guys are doing the wrong here. Mm-hmm. So, I looked at wethebuilders.org, and they have a couple of Instagrams, a Blue Sky, and I'm kind of like, wow, you guys really went to it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah, they're willing to do something about it, but it's like, why not saying, oh, don't worry, we can go without him. Let's see how long they can go without him.
Well, here's my issue with it, the whole thing. I'm happy for it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But I also have a slight problem, and I'm going to tell you why. The problem that I have with it is, yes, you guys did an amazing job. Okay, thank you. However, Um, we need people who are really ready to uh, fight in the United States government. And
Mm-hmm.
while most of the time I would never recommend someone lie, if it keeps you at your job for at your job in the federal government, tell the fuckers what they want to hear. Tell them that you love Trump. Tell them whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because to be frank, us on the outside of the US government can't do everything. And we
Mm-hmm.
need help on the inside.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be an asshole about this, but yeah, we need resistance help on the inside at least for 2 years so that we can possibly get stuff sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
So, as much as it pains me to say this, why? If you get caught with a perjury charge, I'm fucking sorry, but we need resistance in the government. It can't just be us outside trying to do stuff because while yes, we are powerful, we need the help of the insiders.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to make a point right now to everyone who cares and wants to participate. I'm not going to say you have to. We mentioned this last week, but I found out exactly who the idea came from, and I can't say no to this.
Okay. Oh, before you go on,
Nick,
Craig's in the chat. Hey, Craig. Yeah,
what's up,
Craig.
dude?
Yeah, Craig and Sancho both in there.
Hold on, I'm looking here for what the picture I just grabbed. Hopefully, I can find it. Uh, D drive. It's a D drive here. Probably get my track record. No, shit. I need to get that file. No, I downloaded this too, so sorry guys, but I'm trying to find something that I know
Mm-hmm.
is downloaded.
Yeah. Let's see. I do know. I do know this Friday is that day you're not supposed to literally buy anything.
Yeah, that's what I was sending to you on Zoom, Shirley.
Okay. Oh, here's me.
So,
Good news is I'll be in the office that day, so I probably won't be buying anything.
Al Sharpton's DEI boycott plan, 24-hour blackout on Friday, February 28th from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. This is the first step to counter the attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Do not make any purchases.
Mm-hmm.
Do not shop online or in store. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, no McDonald's and other fast food stores, no
Mm-hmm.
gas, no major retailers. Do not use credit or debit cards for non essential spending. Try to
Okay.
buy all you need before Friday, the 28th, but
Okay.
if necessary, only buy essentials if of absolutely necessary items such as food, medicine, and emergency supplies. If you must spend, only support small local businesses. Why this matters. Corporations and banks only care about their bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Disrupting the economy for even one day sends a powerful message. If they don't listen, we'll make the next blackout longer. Our numbers are powerful, and this is how we make history. Spread the message.
Mm-hmm.
Please share this with all your contacts. Da, 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 da. Okay. We must use the power we do have and send an economic message with our numbers, as did Dr. King. February 28th, the 24 hour economic blackout begins. So yeah, that's what I'm encouraging people to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, according to Sajo in the chat, Republicans in Congress want to cut Medicare. Oh,
Mm-hmm. They want to cut everything because they don't think it's worthy.
mm-hmm.
It's sickening.
Yeah.
It's fucking sickening. And I'm sorry to say it like this, but we really need to push back on shit.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but I'm getting so tired of Trump, Musk, Doge. It's been like, we'll do whatever we want. It's like, excuse me, there's something called the Constitution.
Yes. Yes, and that's something we really need to focus on is what is constitutional?
Mm-hmm.
What is allowed in the Constitution? I can tell you right fucking now, a lot of what's going on is not.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes.
Oh, by the way, there
We
was
need
another.
to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Go.
Okay. By the way, there was another plane incident today.
Yep. And there was one yesterday.
Yeah. Now, the good news
So,
is the two planes didn't collide, thank goodness, but a Southwest flight had to abort landing because a private jet was crossing the. And it was caught on video, too.
mm-hmm. And I've seen the video because BAS BAS Aviation, which is a YouTube channel that I follow quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
has really up to date information, and they show you straight up what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And like when the plane got landed upside down
In Toronto, yeah.
they had the next day they had air traffic control
On the scene.
notification.
Yeah.
Well, no, they had VAS Aviation had the ATC communications right there.
Mm-hmm.
Another example, yesterday's incident, it was up there today. So if you ever see any of these airliner issues going on,
Mm-hmm.
don't be afraid to look it up on VAS Aviation, because guess what?
What?
There's a very, very good chance that at most the next day it will be up.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy always notifies, checks in on the ATC things, so ATC communications, so you can. It's all public domain. The ATC communications is all public domain. So you can also go to the Live ATC website.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's liveatc.com. Let me just make sure I'm giving the right address here.
Yeah.
It's liveatc.net, I think. Yes. Liveatc.net. You can literally put in whatever, like if what your tower is closest to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you can hear them talking. Like I could look like I'm gonna go with the top 50 feeds right now, and there's a Brazilian feed for approach. Then we've got JFK grounded tower and tower 2
Mm-hmm.
that you can literally just click in and listen to live.
Nice.
So here's that website, Shirley.
Okay.
Liveatc.net. right there
There it is.
in
Got it.
this, and you can buy an iPhone app or a Google Play app and
Mm-hmm.
listen to all of this live.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
Live air
yeah,
jamming
this
from
is
their headsets to you.
yeah, yeah, for real. This is like the best site for checking out stuff.
Hmm. Definitely
Like
keep
I
that
have
in
like
mind.
and look at the top 50 feeds, Shirley.
The top 50 feeds?
It's on the left side of the screen.
Oh, there it
There's
is. Okay, I see it.
like you can listen to New York, San Diego,
Oh, cool.
Tokyo, Newark.
There's Toronto.
Yep. There's Toronto, Melbourne, Australia,
Oh,
freaking Brisbane, Queensland.
I follow all of them anyway. So I follow
Yeah.
two teams in Brisbane. I follow one from Melbourne, Sin Squad in Sydney. So
But you get what I'm saying? Now
yeah.
you can actually hear what the ATC is saying.
Oh, nice. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
have to keep that in mind. Yeah, but honestly, this is getting serious. Because think about this, we got to go back to no. We were talking about Noah and the NWS last week, right? They're already severely understaffed, and now they want more. But then part of the reason is some people want to privatize the weather.
Yeah. Well, and I just found out that LAS, which is, I can't remember what airport that is, Las Vegas maybe.
I think that is. Sorry if
Harry
I'm.
Reid International Airport in Las Vegas. Yep.
Okay, so it's
Las
LAS.
LAS has a international uh runway is closed to non-scheduled transient Georgia aircraft 24 hours. So if you need to call someone, you can call a certain number that they have listed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you can find out all this stuff.
Hmm.
Just through that website. It's nuts. So it's just something you can look at and explore and find out. And airmets and sigmets. The request is blocked. Okay, why? But yeah, you can. It's such a good website.
Definitely agree.
Yeah. Like, go ahead, Shirley.
Yeah, but anyway, going back to knowing the National Weather Service, there's I missed the part. Okay, let me put that in the whatchamacallit.
YouTube chat.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Here, I can do it.
I got it. Okay, there we go. It's in there now.
Yeah, this is just something that, I've looked into a lot, and it's really good.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Sandra said Elon Musk Tesla stock market is going down, down, down. That is true.
And Frank, thank you for thanking us for that. We always try and give our listeners the best that we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, needless to say, having that kind of resource at your fingertips is so useful.
That is true.
I'm going to listen into Ground Tower at JFK for a minute.
Okay. Oh, the oxygen. I'm kidding. but seriously, going back to knowing the NWS, there is something down the road that could be coming away next week.
Yep.
Maybe. I mean, it's still a long way out. There's going to be a lot of changes going on. But it's like, right now, just know that it's there. Something may happen, something may not happen, but this is why NOAA and the National Weather Service are needed. They help try to predict these things. The April 27, 2011 outbreak, it was predicted a week ahead of time, and they were
Mm-hmm.
dead on target.
Yep. And the thing people need to realize, while yes, there's no way for a fucking weatherman to be 100% accurate 100% of the time, because atmospheric conditions can change literally at the drop of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
They do their damnedest to make sure that we get the correct information.
Right. Let's see. Craig said it's also a very good thing to provide further reading. It helps when someone needs a reference. That's true. Because I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So when Frodo gives me a link, I'll put the link in the YouTube chat. So
Yep, that'll work
mm-hmm.
perfectly.
Yeah, but
Because that way we can have.
let's face it. We need NOAA. We need the National Weather Service, because if we don't have those two, people are gonna die because they're either not gonna get the warning, or they get so doggone complacent they don't care. And that's always what
Well,
scares me. I will never be complacent.
yeah, and some people may say, "Oh, watching like EAS scenarios
Mm-hmm.
could get you desensitized to that shit." There's no way I'm desensitized to that. I'm
Me
trained
neither. Me
to
neither.
be. If I hear that EAS buzz, I instantly go and listen to what's going on.
Yeah, my weather radio is right on my bed. Believe me, that thing will wake me up.
Yeah, but like I keep my weather radio off unless there's something anticipated.
Yeah, same thing with me. It's like not only do I not have it on every second, I only have it programmed to certain counties, because I don't need from every single county. It's like the only counties I do, I believe, are Dallas and Lowndes, because they're to my west. Otago's northwest of me. Elmore is north and northeast. And sometimes I'll do Pike and Bullitt counties, because when you have those hurricanes come up, they'll have like things coming from the south and southeast. So I have to keep an eye on that. But I don't use the entire area. I just use certain counties.
Right. But for me, what I listen to, because storms, although they generally go from west to east,
Mm-hmm.
there are storms that decide to buck trends and say, "Hey, guess what? I'm coming this way."
Yeah, especially
So
hurricanes that cause those tornadoes.
yeah, I generally speaking, I keep about a 2 county radius around my county,
Mm-hmm.
and in that way I can hear if anything could possibly be coming,
Mm-hmm.
and then I listen carefully to the warning, and when I hear what direction it is. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say severe thunderstorm warning for Delaware County, traveling southwest
Mm-hmm.
at 30 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So Delaware County is north and east of me.
Mm-hmm. Which means
So
a tornado could be coming your way.
no,
Uh,
at southwest it would be going the opposite
okay.
direction.
Okay. Sorry.
So no, you're good. So if in that situation I hear that setup, I'll be like, okay, I might get some rain,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little bit of stormy weather.
My husband is technically 2 years and 29 days older.
But the chances of the severe weather, unless it decides to expand out more, is going to be slim to none.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear that, my wife would be like, "Okay, so what's the chances we're getting it?" And I'll be like, in that situation, I'd be like 15%, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of stuff I do. And
Mm-hmm.
you can vouch out. I may use the models and information from the National Weather Service,
Uh-huh.
but answer me this. How many times have I been dead on accurate for stuff?
Uh, I'd say about 99%. You
Well, I
know?
appreciate that, but yeah, I I know how to read weather radars very well, and I just know what's going on, what the weather is doing at
Mm-hmm.
any time, and I try and keep my eye on the skies because yeah. And like surely if you were to get on weather radar Omega and go to my area, you'd see like a series of small storms
Mm-hmm.
out by Kewanee, Illinois, Gava, Bishop Hill, Woodhill,
Uh-huh.
Woodhull. Those aren't storms.
Mm.
They're windmills.
Oh, yeah. Because I know I've heard of radars being so sensitive. They pick up like a pattern of mayflies when there's a bunch on the radar.
Yes, they can pick up mayflies. They can pick up birds.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, this isn't here nor there. But it's just a point of knowing what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Craig, to answer your question,
It's so
I'm gonna say I am a tea drinker. I personally love tea, but I don't drink it all the time because well, I just don't need to.
Yeah.
But when I do,
Oh, go ahead.
I love my tea of choice. If I have the choice for anything, is a good cup of Darjeeling or tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Well, me, I may have had tea maybe twice in my entire life. One was at a tea party, and I got to drink. It was apricot flavored tea. It was pretty good. I had to have a decaf because let me put it this way: I haven't touched a caffeinated drink in 35 years. Seriously, I haven't touched a Coke, Pepsi, or anything of the sort for 35 years.
Well, that's different for me because my body processes caffeine differently, so I
Right?
don't mind it.
Yeah, you see, in my case, the last time I drank a Coke, one cup sent me to the emergency room because my heart was racing. And even after I
Oh
had
yeah.
my catheter ablation too the other day, I still don't want it. So,
Well, that's a good thing.
hmm
But like I said, for me, caffeine doesn't affect me.
yeah, that's fine.
So
Different person. Different things affect different people. It's not gonna be the same. So,
exactly. And the fun one is I found a energy drink that me and my wife actually like. It, it's called C4 and it's really good.
Oh, yes.
But anyway, getting back to the subject at hand.
hmm
Um, you know, and I've been watching a lot of stuff from Brian Tyler Cohen and Jesse Dollamore and
Farron
just
Cousins, yeah.
all the stuff going on.
hmm
And it's like everything that he's been doing lately, the Trump is just
Now we're on soon.
so fucking stupid.
hmm
I mean, literally,
Yeah.
I, I can't believe, and then I have to call out hardcore. I have to call out to MSNBC in a very negative way.
Because they fired Joy Reid.
Not only that, but they fired all non-white people.
That's so sick.
Yeah, I'm sorry, MSNBC, and I'm gonna call this to your faces. Well, not to your face, but whatever.
hmm
My problem with you right now is that you're kowtowing to Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be the fucking resistance from Trump's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, well,
You're not.
you know who the first problem was at MSNBC? Joe and Mika in the morning.
Yeah, Joe. Joe. I'm gonna say this to you. You've done a good job, but maybe it's time for you to step aside and let some younger blood take your place because, you know, you're getting a little long in the tooth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they fired quite a few people. Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm. And what pisses me off the most is that these people would be considered under Trump's view DEI, even though, I don't think DEI is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that DEI allows us as a country to really how can I say this? It allows us as a country to really um have the real best workforce because you get rid of people that don't mesh with the white male uh white man blah 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 uh standard, and you get different viewpoints that can uh
Mm-hmm.
be used to see problems from different ways.
Right.
Like with me, okay? Like with me and most people that are autistic,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And I'm not saying this is how everyone who's autistic is, so please do not read that what I'm gonna say is that. But a lot of autistic people have this ability
Mm-hmm.
to actually see all the possibilities of a decision. And when I explain autism to people, one of the quickest ways I can explain it to them is that, sorry about that, frog in my throat.
You're fine.
One of the best ways I can explain to people what autism is like
Mm-hmm.
is to say, um, autism is like your brain is running on a different operating system.
Yeah, and
It,
I'm not
it
gonna lie. I like to get myself tested because maybe there's a chance I'm because I've heard there's an increase in adults getting diagnosed with autism. So.
yes, there is. But like I said, for me, my autism, how I describe it best to people is that most neurotypical people run Windows as their
Mm-hmm.
cranial operating system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so that means you're running like DOS, or that's what you run.
Yeah.
Whereas Linux, I mean not Linux, whereas autistic people tend to run Linux.
Mm-hmm. Okay, before you go on, Craig said this. I have noticed something like that where just asking a simple question, it's assumed that you're politically aligned to some extreme viewpoint. There seems to be a decline in simple discussions. Yeah, in other words, what the hell happened to civil discourse?
Exactly. And I'm going to say this right now. Our show, our entire show is based on a very simple premise. The First Amendment exists and we support it wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay? And I'm sorry, but I don't give two fucks what anyone says about my opinion because I'm going to say it the way I need to.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Trump. Fuck his extreme right-wing ideology. Fuck anyone who thinks that that it's a good idea to do right wing, because it's been proven not just from an economic standpoint, but from mental health, from a country supporting, from so many levels. It has been shown distinctively that right wing policies do not work in
Yeah.
today's society.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm not saying that it's wrong to be right wing,
Mm-hmm.
because you're entitled to your opinion. But for right now, this world
Mm-hmm.
thrives on liberal policies,
Mm-hmm.
not, you know.
Yeah. Because going back to what Craig had said, I remember back in 2018, we were setting up for a local convention here in Montgomery, and we had an artist named Steve Bennett. And what was great was it was 6 of us, all from like different walks of life. We didn't ever talk about who we voted for, but we probably had the most civil discussion I think I'd ever had in my entire life. It was a fantastic conversation. Now I do not recall what the subject was, but I think we were talking about the election and such. But it was a very, very civil conversation. Nobody, no name calling, no yelling, nothing.
Exactly. I find that kind of discussion to be great.
Mm-hmm. Because
But I'm
I can say, oh, go ahead.
I'm so
focused on the event for
fucking sick and fucking tired of how everyone seems to think that you have to go by your standards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, go to hell.
And
Bitch.
Craig just said this. It's getting rarer. Too much attacking each other rather than attacking the topic of subject.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do right here.
Mm-hmm.
The people themselves, you could be right wing and be a great person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. My problem is that right now, as a right wing individual, and this is just stating if you are a right wing individual,
Mm-hmm.
you are literally supporting a man who sees the Constitution as nothing more or less than a piece of toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but that's how it is. The person you like for president sees the founding document of our entire country as nothing more or less than a Royal Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
that even.
What, honey?
If that even.
My wife even says, if that even.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's how it is. You could be great. You could be a great person. I don't give a shit if you are. But your political belief is gonna be the death of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything you want to say, or do you have anything else story-wise, Shirley?
Not really, because most things have already been covered by.
We do need to make mention about the what was it? the fact that they're trying to gut a lot of policies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so gut
Yeah.
got the best things that we have in this country to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Because last time I fucking checked, and this is literally the last time I checked, uh, the government, the government is not here to circle jerk to extremists.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I have to say, I'm sickened today by something that happened. Um, in the Security Council,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
UN
about.
Security Council, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Basically, the U.S. decided to side with Russia.
Yep. I'm so sorry to
Mm-hmm.
the people of this world who have come to depend on this country in for being approval
Mm.
for freedom. We have
Yeah.
voted because of the man that is in the White House. We have voted to side with a uh dictator, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make perfectly clear. I did not approve this vote. To hell with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. Because let's see what's been going on. The stock market's been going down, right?
Yep.
Stock market's down. Let's see. Of course, Tesla is like going way down
I'm
across the
going to
world.
check the current stock market right now
Okay.
just because I'm curious. Hims and Hers Health Incorporated down 11 points.
Mm-hmm.
NU Holdings up 0.19 point. Lloyd Banking Group up 0.15. Um, so our Dow Jones in composite uh stock the stock market is in a lot of fucking turmoil.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Ford went up a little bit. BlackBerry is in the dirt.
That company still exists.
Yeah,
Hmm.
BlackBerry Limited, they're still there.
Okay.
Um, it's just everything I'm seeing here. Uh, the last it okay, so it went up a little bit today,
Okay.
and by a little bit, I literally mean 0.33%.
Mm-hmm.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average went up 0.37. The S&P 500 went down by 0.47,
Mm-hmm.
and Nasdaq, which I need to check here, the Nasdaq went down today by 1.35%.
Mm.
And let me check who the biggest mover on that was for that, just out of curiosity.
Okay.
Activity stocks. There we go. Most declined, we've got Flywire Corporation down 20%, Grocery Outlet down 17%, Maple Bear down 9%, Sophia Genetics down 9.3736%, and adaptive biotechnology down 4.99. And it looks like Apple, most active by share volume, Apple is down by 0.54 points. Although we do have some good ups, including Nvidia up 1.86.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this,
You guys still hear me? Alright.
I'm just saying, okay,
Oh, that's
that
fine.
this is crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Tesla. I'm checking Tesla right now.
Okay.
Just doing the same damn beer. The shitty bags to go with it.
Tesla stock
Mm-hmm.
went down today by $27.73.
Hmm.
That's an 8.39% decrease over the last day. They're currently sitting at 302.80.
Mm.
So if people think that the country's economy looks good right now, I'm sorry. Good. And I'm looking at the 5-day on them, and it's just a straight downhill climb. 1 month is downhill, 6 months, and it's slightly uphill year to date. Yeah, they're down hardcore.
Yeah. By the way, you have to excuse me if I'm dozing off. I took a shower, and showers always knock me out. So I do want to apologize. I do want to apologize to everybody. So if you've noticed me dozing off, that's why. Okay, Craig. He added a couple other things. I personally think most politicians are leeches. That's true. I believe that on both sides of the aisle. Not everybody, but plenty. All right. If they would fix things like homelessness, drug addiction, mental health, I'd be more interested in whatever party produces results. He also said, speaking of stock markets, does anybody remember when the GameStop thing happened? And then all the people in the stock market tried to change all the rules. I do remember that. When people were buying up
Yep.
GameStop or something. I know it was not too long ago. It was like a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Craig, I'm going to say this right now, and this is going to be an incredibly progressive thing to say. Nationwide, we have more empty houses that have been lost to foreclosure than we do homeless people. And I want to see a candidate for president.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Whoever the next candidate for president,
Starting to get cataracts though. That's why
promise to get homelessness down to zero. Because guess what? We have enough houses. We have enough room. Let's make it happen. Get homelessness down to zero. And guess what? Give these people that are homeless right now maybe just a hair of a chance to fucking live. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. But we both know Trump says, "Oh, I'm going to help the people." No, he wants to help his wealthy billionaire friends.
Yep.
Yeah, most cats are lucky that he's past age 12.
And it sickens me that people are like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to say it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Let's see. One other thing. There's that thing coming up on March 14th where people should walk out of their jobs or something. I feel like that's not a good idea.
Just basically feed them water and soup the box. Go attention as they want it.
I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said before, my opinion is not the end all be all. But I'm going to tell you right now, my viewpoints, be they what you think is right or not, my viewpoints are only my own. And as such, it just does not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just suck it up.
But yeah, I mean, there's so much going on. That's why we had to change our show from every 2 weeks to every week. So,
Yep.
so much keeps happening within that week, which is the problem.
So, is any what's what's
Let's
Mr.
let's see. Oh, let's see. Craig is saying, I did a study years ago and read a book written about the homeless and drug crisis, and it turns out there's problems all over from prices of housing to scummy tenants and landowners. The author of the book is Matthew Desmond. The book is called Evicted. I'll have to look into that.
I like that. But like I said, you want to know what you do? Here, I'm gonna break it down. You take every person that's on the streets homeless. Okay? They sign up for the program. You when you match when you get them in the program, you look in the city that they are in first for houses that are not being used.
Yeah.
The government, whoever it is, and it would cost a pretty penny to start out with and maybe a little bit more to maintain, but this would be the most humane thing we could ever do.
Mm-hmm.
So you get those people into a house in their city of choice. So let's just go for an example that homeless man Joe Schmo out of Montgomery, Alabama wants to have a house, but he doesn't know where to get started.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is the US government comes in, purchases the house outright for, say, 75% of the sale price. Okay?
Okay.
And that's straight up cash in hand, sales price done, you're good. Free and clear.
Yeah.
They take that house that they just purchased for 75%, fix it up a little bit to make it livable, whatever needs to be done. Then you move Joe Schmo in there that and then you give him a stipend, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
A stipend of say, I don't know, $700 a month or something like that.
Okay.
Just I'm throwing a random number out there. That stipend is for the bills. You won't have to worry. He won't have to worry about the in the land tax for at least 5 years. Just forgive that. You get the bills taken care of. You get your food taken care of, furniture, whatever. Okay. And then you tell them your stipend lasts X amount of time. So let's say 2 years, because that would be a fair amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
It gives Joe Schmo a chance to get comfortable in his new home, to get good with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that 2 years comes up, you reevaluate his case, decide if he needs a stipend again. But the key point of this is you're encouraging him in that 2 year period to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
Get a job and add to the economy. And in that 2 year period, if he finds a job and he has enough money to take care of everything, you cut him loose.
Mm-hmm.
You cut him loose from the funding. And you say, this is now your house. Here is the deed. You own it. Okay? Free and clear, it's your house. Watch how quick people would be appreciative of that. Watch how fast the economy shifts so that we're not focusing on these people who can't get help on their own. Watch how quick the economy shifts when we have people like Joe Schmo that's been homeless for 7 years, living out of the dumpsters in Montgomery, Alabama. And once he gets into his own home and has a job, he starts putting back into the society. Watch how fast you have mental health among the homeless issues go down. Watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That right there, done deal. Perfect way to do it. What do you think, Shirley?
I like it.
Well, it's 10:01, so
Yep.
I'm gonna say good night to y'all.
All right.
Political catch-up is over for this week. We're gonna go on Thursday. Shirley is going to play
Dual Links.
this Duel Links online, and she'll be available to talk to y'all. Wednesday, well, we're not doing Wednesdays unless we have to skip a day.
Yeah. And of course, Friday.
So Thursday.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Thursday is, like I said, Shirley's game day, and
night.
Friday will be that new Cards Against Humanity. We're going to be trying it out live on air.
Yep, we're going to try Rotten Apples.
So, Shirley, go ahead and hit the ending.
All right. Here we go. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe. I'll see you Thursday for Duel Links, and the rest of us will be back Friday for our first attempt at Rotten Apples. So, peace.